Yo, what's going on, guys? Today I wanted to talk about why you should be replying to every single comment that you see on your social media stuff. The point of all this is to actually show that you're a part of this community that you're building. Everybody seems to think that if the celebrities that have like tens of millions of people following them that don't reply to their stuff, they should do the same thing too. And I think that that's totally not right. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't copy them. In reality, they should be replying to every comment that they can. Like that just makes me honestly feel like I'm part of the community more. If somebody, like, if think about it, like if you're like a celebrity that you actually like, you really admire, comes and comments on your stuff, like, you're gonna be excited. You're gonna be like, holy shit, he actually like acknowledged me, and that's something that I feel like is very powerful. You want to do that. So in the beginning, when you start building up your social medias, it's really important for you to like make yourself a part of this community that you're building, because it shows everybody not only that you're actually contributing to conversations, but at the same time you're not ignoring everybody and just like, basically, like, if you think about it in the concept of, let's say you're gonna throw a party, and you have the food and you have everything all set up on tables, you got games and all this stuff set up, you invite like 50 people over to come and hang out and drink and eat and whatever, and then the moment that everybody walks through the door, you just say, okay, I'm just gonna leave, bye guys, and then you just walk out the door and then you go do something else, and you just leave everybody else partying. This is basically the concept of what your YouTube channel and all this stuff is doing. So whenever you throw a party, you don't want to walk out. You want to actually like contribute to this party. You want to actually like talk to these people, and you want to like interact and like answer any questions and things like that. This is the same concept. So at the end of the day, you should be commenting on everybody that replies on your videos and your socials. But the biggest benefit to commenting on people's stuff is not only will that person acknowledge the fact that you actually talk to them, but at the same time, anybody that comes into the video or whatever content you put out and sees that you commented on somebody else's thing, they will acknowledge the fact that you are actually a real person that is actually trying to be a part of this community, which looks positive. And like a lot of people, for the most part, I've noticed a lot of this in the live streaming. A lot of people don't really want to talk, but they like to see these things. When they see that you're replying to people, like I do in my live streams, for example, whenever you guys talk to me in my live stream, I always contribute to some kind of conversation having to do with that. So like, you doing that is automatically a good thing. Like, they see it as like, ooh, I'm just gonna stay here and lurk. Like, there's people that just like to just watch the video, and they don't want to comment and they don't want to do anything. They just want to hang out. And that's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that. One live stream service I went to, I don't remember the name of it, but it had this whole like creepy, when you go into it, it says scriptures joined, like some random, like, it was showed like you actually joined the thing. And I found it so awkward, because I walked into a live stream, and the moment I got in there, right away the live streamer started saying, hey scriptures, what's going on with you? And I didn't say anything back. I was just listening. But immediately he said, why aren't you talking? Like, come on, like, talk to me. Like, I was like, whoa, this is scary. Like, I thought it was creepy. And this is why I didn't want to put any of those, like, like the night bots and all that stuff that Twitch has and all that. I didn't like that concept, because I don't want to creep on people. Like, if people just want to watch the stream and not talk, then that's perfectly fine. I don't see anything wrong with that. When you get busy and stuff, and let's say you have the 10 millions of followers, and you're very busy with like juggling like sponsored content and doing all these other things and shows and whatever else, whatever endeavors that it takes you into, I understand not being able to comment on every single comment, but at least doing it every once in a while, and actually like showing that you're doing it is pretty awesome. And I've had several experiences where I've tried to reach out to other YouTubers that I enjoyed watching, and this got me to the point where I actually unsubscribed to a lot of people. They always brag about, oh, we got this community and it's so big, and we're doing such great work here, and and they talk shit in their videos, but then when it comes to the comment section, they never reply to anybody. And I've had moments where I've actually like DM'd some of these YouTubers, and I didn't come off in a pushy way. Like I was like, hey, I want to be a part of your shit. Like I want to collaborate. Like I wasn't trying to be like that. I was just like either complimenting them on something or asking them for advice or whatever, and they don't even reply. Like they don't even acknowledge the fact that you replied at all. Like, and that to me just seems kind of shitty. Like I don't want to be a part of a community like that. That the guy comes in, he makes all these videos, but he don't actually contribute to shit. And that to me just looks shitty on their end. But not every YouTuber is like this. Some of them actually do comment and they do reply to things. And like one of the guys that I've been following for a long time, Life with Rio. He's on YouTube. He does a lot of Warframe content. He's like on his way out with Warframe, but I mean I don't blame him because I pretty much left Warframe too. But he makes himself a part of the community. And this is the kind of stuff that I'm looking for, is like people that actually do that contribute to communities and everything. They actually are the people that are actually doing it right. They're not just throwing the party and walking away. They're actually making themselves a part of it. And that's a beautiful thing. Yeah, so talking about like some of the YouTubers that I actually like unfollowed because of all this stuff, like it was disappointing because there was some people that I really liked, and I really like watched a lot of their videos for years, and I was always like watching all their stuff, but never once did they ever reply to me, and never once did I see them barely reply to other people. Like they only replied to people that actually donated money to them, or like did some kind of like sponsored them in some way. Like literally it just gets to the point where it just feels like they're doing it only for money, and that's it. Like that's all they care about. Like, oh, you didn't throw $1 at me at least, then fuck you. Like that's basically what it feels like. And I really hate that. And I unfollowed so many people because of it. And there's a lot of these streamers too that they love doing this whole like the chat is only for sponsored, like how they put it, like only sponsored people can chat in the Twitch or whatever. That shit looks scummy to me too. I would never do that to you guys. I would rather, like, the only thing that I can see is like putting it in follower mode. I don't really mind that much, even though that's still kind of like you're kind of segregating like the crowd that could potentially be fans, like, but still in the process that's not nearly as bad as that putting the sponsor only chat. Like that shit is just like ugh. But I don't know. Every YouTuber is different. Everybody does different styles of stuff. If they're trying to make money, then they're trying to make money. But this is the reason why I will always be hustling on the side to make my cash to be able to pay my bills, like I'm doing right now doing Uber. I would rather figure out a side hustle to make money than to rely 100% on YouTube. And this is something that I'm gonna do for the rest of my life. I would rather open up a side business and have the side business doing something where it pays my bills than charge you directly on my YouTube channel. I want to eventually do giveaways for you guys, and that's something I've been thinking about a lot over the even last year. I really want to do giveaways, but I just been kind of strapped right now. I'm trying to catch up on all my bills. Once I'm catch up with everything, I really want to start doing that, and just focus on just kind of like giving back however I can. And the way I'm giving back right now is to hopefully inspire you guys to get into doing YouTube, getting you guys to wanting to do something that you really like, because I really despise the fact that every single time I go to like a restaurant while I'm doing Uber, and the waitress or the person at the front desk, or cashier, they all look like they're so angry and they hate their job. And why do you hate your job so much? Quit. Just quit your job. Go find something that would actually help you. Because I understand you got to pay your bills, but at the same time, if you're getting paid $15 an hour to do a job, let's say like you're a cashier at the place that you fucking hate. You hate that job so much. If you're going to be making $15 an hour doing that, but you can make $10 an hour doing something you absolutely love, I would choose the $10 an hour for doing what you love. Because if you're doing the $10 an hour doing what you love, you could go into overtime, you know, like you can just work your ass off, you know, like you can work like a horse and still make the money back that you lost from working your shitty ass job. So this is what I always think about all the time. I really encourage you guys to go out and do whatever it is you want to do. Of course, you don't want to just like totally neglect your bills and say, fuck it, I'm not going to pay the rent right now. I'm just going to be a full-time YouTuber. I'm going to buy the best equipment and that's it. Like, you got to be real careful with that. You really want to make sure that you have like your plan, because basically I treat it as if my plan B is literally this. I'm doing it right now. This is the Uber shit. I don't want to do this for the rest of my life. This is why it's plan B. Plan A is all in on YouTube. And it's all in on my socials. It's all in on these things. So this is something that you need to figure out for yourself. If you really like doing YouTube and you really like doing all these things, go ahead and do it. But if your passion is like dancing, or your passion is like singing, or whatever it is, art, or you know, any of that, you really need to figure out where you need to put yourself to be a part of a community that does stuff like that. You know, like, even if you're getting paid $10 an hour, you should do it. But anyway, but I kind of got a little crazy with that. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a comment below if you have any questions for me on this, or if you wanted me to cover something specific in the future. I'll be glad to do it. And yeah, thumbs up if you liked the video. Thumbs down if you didn't. I'll see you in the next one, all right? Later, guys.